Assalamu alaikum. Hi, Oracle Reiki spiritual healer. And I just have a taste for some chicken. And as I move away from a lot of the beef, and I keep finding out things when you're not going to eat beef anymore. I'm just gonna eat chicken and I'm gonna eat fish. If I can find a fish that I like, because I don't like tilapia. So, we have to move away from a lot of the things that they have given us. And I just wanted to remind you of that, in this first portion. Make sure that you have your houses stocked up. Make sure that if you have to leave in a hurry, you have your cars with, blankets. You have a bucket in there. You have, different things that you can survive if you need to have alternative living quarters if you have to leave in a hurry. So, and make sure that you're able to defend yourself. And I don't care if it's an aerosol can and a lighter. Make sure that you're able to defend yourself. So, as we move into our topic for today, and I love you guys so much. I love you guys so much. And I was thinking heavily about this topic. And the people, the religious people, will not tell you about some of the topics that we have talked about on our channel. On this channel, because it's a spiritual defense. And so, if they have labeled people who use, or the prophets who use what is consistent in the holy books, and this is what I wanted to just bring to your attention, a spiritual defense, that not only are the prophets similar, but we have different elements, different stories that's in the Bible, that's in the Holy Quran, where you have the brimstone and the salt and the clay, the stones, all of those elements, and the waters, Job. And they are similar for a reason. Around the world, a lot of you, whether you are in Jamaica or the UK or Africa, our home brothers and sisters, whether you're in America, we all know the story of Moses. We all know the story of Job, because God has given us this connection. God has given, no matter how much they wanted to erase our connection, that is a starting point. That is a way for us, that whatever religion has given us, that we have a connection to each other. Whatever your beliefs are, because a lot of the things that I talk about on my channel, they will say that it's witchcraft. They will say that you're a warlock. They will say that you're witches. And, you will not have an open forum for you to go and discuss the issues that you're going for. And they will tell you to pray about it. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with prayer. That is one of the ways that God has given us together to pray about it. That's why he has given us the examples, but he has given us the means in order to heal ourselves, and certain frequencies, that goes along with what the enemy sends out. He hasn't sent you here to be passive. So for all of you who, who don't have the understanding that you will not be able to be passive, God has never given you or prescribed for you to be passive. And in the Holy Quran, it says it best, and I will have to look it up. Fighting is prescribed for you. And that doesn't mean fighting people in your neighborhood. That doesn't mean the negative entity that will have you fighting your own people. And this goes for black and brown people. What are you fighting your own people for? Because they have used that frequency. They have used the book. See, a lot of them could not use the book. They could not use the book because they are not given the gifts in order to use the books. So therefore, when they have the chosen ones that are here, they seek out those persons in order to unalive them, in order to shut them up. So, when they cannot, physically unalive them, then they're going to send out that frequency, and the people that they have inserted in the life of the chosen one in order to, shut them up. And that in itself is because they have been envious and jealous of the chosen one, because they are not close to God in that respect. They do not have the gifts. They are not chosen ones. They did not come from the lineage of chosen ones. So if I have to start cleaning up around my own home first, then I have to let you know what kind of frequency has been sent out, what they've been using the holy books for. If you have a person that's jealous and envious of your gifts, that's jealous and envious of your looks, if they are jealous and envious that you are closer to God, then nothing will stop them from trying to pit you against each other. So this is what we are given right here as the chosen one, men and women, because God in the holy books gave us gifts, individual gifts, for male and females. Where a lot of males, who choose not to use their gifts in the way that we would want to see them use them, but God has given him gifts just the same, especially if he is indigenous black, indigenous African black. We have to understand God has given the black female gifts, and I like to say that the black female was given to the man in order to help give him the best advice, that we're not supposed to go this way. This doesn't seem right. This doesn't line up with God. Now sometimes we can be overbearing and we can get on people's nerves, because we want to make things come out right, and sometimes it's hard for us to just step back and let people make mistakes, because we want the best for you. We want the best, and I'm guilty of that. I want the best for you, so it's hard for me, to stop riding your behind. But I love you just the same, and I hope you love me too. But the gifts that men have is, the discernment and the understanding also of, the evil, how to deal with it, how to deal with it in a just way. And we are, when we come together, we can come up with, the best possible way, to get rid of something, to, enhance our abilities, to come up with a strengthening construct within the community, within ourselves. And, these are ways of having an understanding of how to come together with each other. Why you would have the entity that is so upset with you, who wants you to be quiet, who wants you to go to sleep, who want to use different kinds of spell work against you in order to keep you asleep in a low vibrational state, in order to harm you, the black woman, and especially the vulnerable among us, the elderly and the children. So, I wanted to, give you this understanding that all of us have from the holy books. So it says, despitefully misuse. The word from the holy books, from the Holy Bible. And that is from Mark 5:44 and Luke 6:28. It says it means to love your enemies, bless them that curse you, and do good to them that hate you. Now, I want you to think in your mind, in what era have they applied the book to their society, to our parents, that we are human beings. If we are human beings and they have given us the book, they have given our parents the book, then where have they applied this law except for to black people? Because they know if we decide that there's no more of, loving our enemy and loving our neighbor, they know that it's over. When have they applied this to us? This is the book. Why do they not apply this in their laws, in their schools, in society, when it comes to all people? Because they do not know how to use the book. These laws were not given to them. They do not have the power to wield the understanding of how to use these books, except for certain contexts. Okay. So, it also says, despitefully misuse means to deliberately mistreat, insult, or take advantage of, often in a repeated or manipulative way. So, you have to ask yourself, has that been done over the generations in order to send a negative spell up on your life, to keep you docile, to keep you, from attacking those whom our ancestors would attack? And like I say, I corrected a lot of the things that has been online, because they have our people using that negative energy against us. And when you use it against us, then you live a very short life. What they've given you on the internet, because you haven't balanced yourself and seen whom the real enemy is. The real enemy is those people who put that there, who have been manipulating you to attack your own people. Okay, when I know for a very long time, and I've studied this fact, that a lot of our people was using the tactics that are online as a means of defense, in order to put it in their beds, in order to put that in their food, in order to harm the colonizers who were, who were merciless, okay, in their treatment of indigenous black people. So we have this understanding that when you're going online, when you're going in the Holy Bible, this is why they put certain passages in the Holy Bible, and they changed the Holy Bible in order to send out a negative frequency to you, to divide us. But it has only divided them. It has only divided them and shown their inability to use the holy books in a way that is conducive for society, and we have used it in a way that is conducive for us, and their people and their way has become corroded, because they have not applied the holy books. They cannot apply it to themselves. They when it is applied to their life, they run from the real meanings and the truth behind these holy books, because it wasn't given to them. It was given to us. So, I'm hoping that we can continue to read these books against these people. They run from the truth. They run from the holy word. I'm hoping that we continue to cleanse ourselves, with what they have left of the holy books, to keep you from, becoming cleansed of the negative frequency that they have put in these books to harm you over your lives, in order to harm you from the things that they have put in the internet and to have you attacking each other. So we're going to break those frequencies with these full moon cleanse. We're going to break these frequencies that they have given to us. And I want you to continue to read your holy books. I want you to continue to reach out to me, book your consultations, donate to my channel so that we can continue to tell these people the truth, to tell the next generation the truth. Reach out to me, book your consultation, book your live coaching sessions, book your one-on-one consultation video chats. I'm High Oracle, Reiki Spiritual Healer. Assalamu alaikum.